Hello everyone, this is my pharmacology and medication case study, and I am Reinaldo Lopez. So for this project, I had chose my mom because throughout her life, she was fairly healthy with some medical issues here and there, but now in her later ages, this has become a more prevalent issue. So I just wanted to make sure, at least for me to even have that history, that I understand what her medical background is and any complications and or like medical history that I may have come into contact with within my life. I chose her because throughout the last few weeks talking about this project, there has been some times where I can tell that she doesn't have the prior information and or education about the medications and the illnesses that she has. So it's a good thing for me to do this project on her to educate her on what she's taking and how these things help with her health and give myself a better understanding of what she's taking day to day, and I know what they do. So what learning needs did I discover for her? So when looking at her life, I had seen, the big issues like uh, poor eating habits, lack of exercise, just the big points. So the learning needs that I had told her from reviewing her medications was a lot of her medications were contraindicated with high fat and high cholesterol diets, which had caused adverse effects to really come out within them. So I had told her about her eating habits because when people get into their old ways and their certain way of living, they usually stick to it very hard. So when talking to her, I'm sorry, I had seen many things in her life which had caused a problem with her medication. I had told her to go to talk to her doctor to see if any of those things were happening. Like for instance, the atorvastatin, vastatin that she was taking. One of the big teaching points for that medication was to avoid high fat, high cholesterol foods within the whole treatment, and she takes that very often. So just making sure I give her that education to make sure that she's in the best health as possible. How does she take that teaching session? Uh, while doing this teaching session, she looked completely surprised that what she was eating had caused such a big issue within her life. And due to that, she had gone into her medication list and did her own research on what was going on with her medications and ultimately educated herself after our teaching session. So she had reviewed many of the adverse effects that I had brought up and seen many others. And she had stated when she had taken these medications, she had felt these adverse effects and experienced them. I can't say for certain if she was experiencing them during that time of our interview, but after the interview for some time, she did end up going to the doctors and talking to them about it, and they did confirm that what she was feeling was adverse effects from her lifestyle. And starting, I think it had started a few days ago, she had switched over to now a low fat, low carb diet at this point in her life. She just turned 63, so making that lifestyle change is going to help out for the long run. Being able to bring down high blood pressure and other of the big issues that many older people face. And then a few things that I have learned during this assignment is I realized a lot of people don't have the information anymore for the medications and issues that they're facing on a day-to-day uh, occurrence. So just being able to help her out, understand what's going on with her life and with her health, helped out a lot for me. And then also you can learn a lot about somebody when you just look at the medication that they're taking. For instance, like many of the health issues that she had, uh, even though she did tell me the issues that she had during the medical history portion of this project. It was surprising to see that every medication indicates towards these, which is extremely obvious, but if you don't have that prior information of medical history, it'll be real easy to conclude what issue somebody has. And that's the oral presentation for the medication case study project. Thank you.